This is my presentation on how the Brown Eyed Girls killed Charlie Kirk by me. So, in case we're not familiar on who Charlie Kirk is, he is a Chapo, and I'm gonna tie this into the little lore that I've made for the Brown Eyed Girls based on my last submission. But we know that the Brown Eyed Girls just got done ending the Glitz Girl government, which ended all Chapos, but they needed to kill their leader, which is Chopley Kirk. Period. For the motive, in the title Kill Bill by the Brown Eyed Girls, Bill is not a real person, but it is an acronym for Big Ignorant Lousy Lord Asses. One look at Charlie Kirk, and you can tell that he is a big ignorant lousy lord ass. The Brown Eyed Girls are on a mission to kill every ignorant person who uses their platform for ill intentions. So basically, Tarzan and Chapo from Kiss of Life, watch out. And in case you're wondering, oh, but what if the Brown Eyed Girls are actually problematic as fuck and terrible as fuck? And what if Charlie is actually woke as fuck? Which he's not, because he's asleep, literally. Anyways, the Brown Eyed Girls have been one of the most outspoken groups in all of K-pop, which isn't a high bar. The standards are really low over there, but they achieved it because they're queens. And I don't remember if I explained this when I submitted Wonder Woman, but it's one of my favorites because of how the music video features various drag queens in Korea, and that's very healing. Contrary to the Brown Eyed Girls, Charlie Kirk is very anti drag queens and just gay people in general, and he stated that they're very gender confused, which is very just gross, and I don't stand with that, and nobody should. So that's why the Brown Eyed Girls see him as ignorant and decided to clock his teeth. Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through how they executed his execution, period. So first, they needed to have someone to get insider info. So Mirio bravely volunteered to cosplay as Erica Kirk. And hot take, I don't think anyone is truly ugly, looks wise, but it's the personality that makes you ugly. Erica Kirk could very much still be a pretty person if she changed her attitude and just changed. And I feel the two of them have very similar facial structures, except Mirio is a queen and we love her down, and she ended all rappers without being rude as fuck. So she saw the mission at hand and was okay, I'll do what needs to be done. And she got insider info by pretending to be Charlie Kirk's wife. This is proved by the fact that after he dies, Erica Kirk goes on a grieving tour. This is quite literally just her queening out and reliving the days that she got to be an idol. And that's just so beautiful, because she's also one of the most outspoken members when it comes to wanting to make music again as the four of them, but their schedules don't allow them. And it just sucks, but she's a queen, so we stand her for that. Of course, this mission was very dire and scary, so they needed some luck and superstitions and just overall healing vibes. That's why Narsha went to the school of Etsy Witchism and graduated with flying colors, and she took on the role as the Etsy Witch. She the girls commissioned her to cast a manifesting spell that will end Charlie Kirk. And the proof of this is that Narsha's name in Korean means to fly up, and witches fly on brooms, exactly. They also make things levitate. And a little stuff into other media. Wingardium Leviosa from the Harry Potter books is written by a hag known as J.K. Rowling. Witches are hags. Therefore, well, okay, I'm not calling Narsha a hag, but they're almost the same thing. So Narsha is a youthful pretty witch and not a hag, but she is still a witch nonetheless. And also, I took a screenshot of myself buying an Etsy spell from Narsha that is kill Charlie Kirk. I just felt very healing in that sense. And of course, with every assassination comes assassins. So therefore, Jaya and Gain took on the role of rich lesbian billionaire couple who owns a gun factory, borrows a gun from their factory, and takes aim at Charlie Kirk during his speech. Well, yes. I'm spreading the the glam girl government propaganda, so this ties into their lore from there. But in their little training montage and the cunty cunty beautiful singing stuff, they also learned how to shoot guns, and they also went on a little side quest to get a degree in business and open a gun factory. Period. The gun they used was also pink and sparkly, and it was just very healing for them. And as for more additional proof that they were the ones behind the assassination, if you add all of the numbers in their name, if the alphabetical is switched to numerical, you get 178. If you turn that into months, that equals to 14 years, which is the mental capacity of Charlie Kirk. Because 2 plus 2 equals 6. Let me tell you why. Like, it's just that kind of vibe, that kind of energy. My second piece of evidence is how Brown Eyed Girl's acronym can be read as BEG. I know Charlie Kirk is begging to take it in the rear in hell, because that's just the vibe I get from him. But also, Charlie Kirk's full name is Sujika, or CJK. If you flip that around, you get upside down K, upside down J, upside down C. The vibes of that just really give like Brown Eyed Girls. If you like squint really hard, to the point where like you can't see anything, so it's like you're manifesting that it says Brown Eyed Girls. Like, once again, I just chose to heal when I said that. And finally, my final piece of evidence is that this is all a ploy for Rebecca Black to get back into the music scene. We know how Shane Dawson made that fuck ass theory that Rebecca Black's song Friday was about the assassination of that one president who I cannot remember. But all I know is that he was kicking in the back seat and we gotta get down on Friday. I am all for this because Rebecca Black had a sample on Eve's hit song Soap featuring Pink Pantheress. And also, she had her own verse on that song in like a special version, which is just very healing to me. And if Brown Eyed Girls killing Charlie Kirk is what we need for Rebecca Black to be making more music, then so be it, because I am all for women in STEM. STEM being shooting. Once again, here are some lyrical connections. You can just pause to read. Like, I don't really gaff. And that is the end of my conspiracy theory. This is gonna double as more of like an inspiration and like just like an ending thing. So I went into this theme with one thing in mind, and that was to recreate Shane Dawson's theory that Rebecca Black wrote the song Friday about the assassination of the one president. Like, I just wanted to mimic the overall like craziness and like far-fetchedness that that theory had, and like just other like crackhead conspiracy theories in general. So like I was literally pulling from thin air. So if you dock me for that, but I'm sorry, but I was just very like healing. I chose to heal when I wrote this. So thank you. Please let me win.